everyone.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katy. And this is
The Mo and Katy Show. We are two friends from two different worlds
coming together in harmony for one podcast, celebrating gratitude, humor, and positivity.
We are random, ridiculous, and have been taking humor seriously since 2018.
Each week, we'll share two positive news stories from around the world, a quirky fact, the day's weird holiday, a shared experience, and maybe even play a game.
All while punning the crap out of each other.
Mo, you can't say that.
Fine.
It's
The Mo and Katy Show.
Gratitude,
Humor,
positivity. Hey, everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katy, and this is The Mo and Katy Show.
Hi, Katykins.
Hi, Moe. How are you doing today?
Good. I miss
Good.
you.
I miss you, too. We are remote today, guys. We are on Zoom, looking at each other on our computer screens. I'm actually at my school job right now, hiding out in a lesson studio.
Thank you for giving up your lunch break just for us.
Oh, well, you and the listeners, quite important to me. So,
Yay.
You know what, Moe? I'm excited because on my drive in to work today, I am starting to notice the leaves changing, and I was just complaining about that and of course I was driving and yelling fall, just like we do this time of year.
Yeah, well, I'm so happy for the other drivers that get to watch you have your little autumn Tourette's, as we call it.
Exactly. I will gladly claim that. So
Nice.
So yes, it's October. We're moving into the fall. This weather is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. And it's the second Friday in October, which means
it's the Mo and Katy Show blend.
The blend.
So
I feel
excited.
like I have some like jazz music playing. Oh, sorry.
I'm just curious if our listeners have been doing some fun fall activities like apple picking. Shout out to my friend Amber. She just told me the other day that she went apple picking with her kids.
Nice.
People raking up, can't really rake up the leaves yet. But you and I, with our quartet last weekend, went to a corn maze, and we had so much fun.
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting... I wasn't expecting the amount of fun that of course we have fun wherever we go. I mean, sometimes you just got to BYOF, which is fun. But we had a good time. I was really pleasantly surprised. And they've actually posted a couple pictures of us. And of course, we've posted pictures of us singing.
They have. And it was fun because it was like a U.S. theme. And of course, I was in heaven because I'm quizzing everybody on their state capitals.
Yeah, we saw the pictures.
Right.
I don't think we need to belabor that point. We all saw the pictures. I believe there was a video of the state capitals.
Oh, there was all kinds of things.
Shenanigans.
But yeah, it was kind of almost a scavenger hunt corn maze, because you had to go through and find all of these little like mini billboards that had basically tourist attractions from all over the U.S. Mm-hmm. So a big shout out to Maryland Corn Maze.
Oh, so much
and
fun.
I think it's technically in Gambrills, I think is the address.
Which is about
very close to
2 miles from where I live, so we probably could have walked there.
But we had a blast. So, listeners, if you're doing anything fun and fallish like that, we definitely want to hear about it.
If you're in the Gambrills area, highly recommend the Maryland Corn Maze. In fact, starting, I think next week, they're going to have the flashlight. You can do the maze at night, which we got lost in the daylight, so I'm sure the flashlight, we had some Magellan call signs being earned during that trip.
Yeah, and if you go there, we might just follow you and stalk you.
I was waiting for the pun. I can tell your little pun wheel was going.
My little pun wheel is.
How's your Punniest of Shows song coming along? Is it all complete?
Oh, it's coming. Yeah, it's really good. So it's finished. You and I worked very hard on it, and so this weekend I'm going to work on recording it.
23 October, everybody, and we will be sending out the link for you to vote, because you'll vote from like 23 October to, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 days of voting. So
yes.
Yeah, Katy.
So excited.
Katy's got to sweep this competition. It's good. It's good.
With your help, though, we kind of built, that's something we built together. And then don't forget, 26 October, Mo's book, Pardon My Quirk, comes out. So it is on its way. It's in all the final stages of everything, and we are so excited.
Yes.
Guys, it's so good.
Well, I couldn't have done that without you either, so...
Yeah.
It's something like a teamwork thing we got going on here.
I know. Oh, weird. There's no I in us. What? Okay.
I have two eyes.
Corn mazes and funniest of show and books coming out are all things going on in the world, along with fall. Mo, tell us what else is going on in the world.
You know, one thing we didn't do today, Katie. What's one word about what's going on in the world?
Ooh, I'm going to go with music.
Okay, we're good. Mine,
okay, good.
If I had given you one word, it's dogs. And the reason I'm going to say dogs is this is a pre-shout out to Rosie, who we'll learn about later on. But so, you know, we always have dogs can read our minds, and I always joke around that, thank God my dogs can't talk, because I don't want to hear what they'd have to relay. But they're talking about researchers have been studying the canine-human connections, and they have found that dogs, and I think this is no surprise, right? So especially those of us who had dogs, but dogs can catch human emotions. They actually look into our faces, deep into our soul, and they actually get reactions and clues clues about how to react. And it's called emotional contagion. And I think this is really powerful because I think there's a lot of emotional contagion in our own worlds. Katie, you always hear all the time, I almost said the B word, I'm always complaining about how I just pick up a chaotic energy, or I pick up a lazy energy or something like that. But that emotional contagion, I think, happens between humans, but dogs do that as well, and they also can tell when we're afraid or angry. There's actually 6 emotional expressions that we make as humans that the dogs can pick up on. So anger, fear, happiness, sadness, surprise, and disgust. Disgust is usually because of something they did. But and then they talked about something else. So emotional contagion I thought was really valuable and kind of a translatable objective. The other thing is the cascading effects of joy and stress. So we'll focus on the positive. Well, the positive thing is, like, I know I'm always trying to train my dogs not to jump up on people. But, you know, like when people come to the door, and you know this because all 3 of my dogs attack you. Sometimes the cat does too. But they sense my excitement at your visit, so they get excited. And so even though they're not supposed to jump up on our visitors, they still do because they are feeding off of my energy. So I love that.
Well, that makes sense.
Cascading
effect.
That. So emotional, if you learn nothing else from my What's Going On in the World, it's emotional contagion, meaning our stuff is contagious, not that way, but, and the cascade.
There's a medicine for that.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. And the cascading effects of joy and of stress. So make sure we're sending joy out to be cascaded.
That's really interesting. You know, I remember, you know, a lot of you know that we went through a cancer battle with my oldest son, and I remember how much our one dog, Raven, who has always been really close to Josh, I remember how affected she was. Like when he would be gone in the hospital, and then when he would come home, she would like she was protecting him, would lay on him. Like it was crazy how much she picked up on the fact that something was going on with him. So, but yeah, I love the idea, like when we get excited and we get them more, you know, riled up and excited, and they get excited. It's just fun. Yeah. It's just fun to.
No, I'm not advocating humping house guests, because that's something else our dogs do. But you know, emotional contagion and cascading effects of joy and stress. That's all I got.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Moe. That's really cool. All right. Well, you know, dogs are something we're interested in. We are both interested in music, and my story is a really kind of a cool twist on something musical and mathematical at the same time. So music and math have a lot to do with each other. You look confused.
You know, math.
Confused, concerned. I want to talk about a Belgian mathematician. He has created an entire electronic music album, and where he got his sounds was from data gathered from black holes in space.
What kind of data do you get from a black hole?
Well, this guy, his name is Valery Vermeulen. He by translating data from simulations of black hole mergers and gravitational waves, neutron stars, elementary particles, I'm reading all of this, the behavior near the black holes and the white dwarfs, he translated those into sound. And he collected the data from the Voyager satellite, which is sitting about 14 billion miles from Earth right now. And
Dude, that's crazy.
Captures I know. It captures
billion.
electromagnetic radiation given off by the galactic objects. So he took those sounds, he translated them into music, and actually got himself a record deal with a company called Ash International for creating this space music. All the stuff, all of the sounds he uses are from outer space. I just think that is so cool.
That's bizarre. No, only because we've had this problem before, and so just to confirm, Valerie is a male scientist, musician, mathematician?
It is a male scientist.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Absolutely. The process to transform the radiation readings into sound is called data sonification.
Is that one word or data sonification?
Data space sonification.
I see what you did there.
This is
space. Nice. You're out of this world. That was excellent.
So you cannot say, folks, that the Mo and Katy show is not educational. You're learning all sorts of things.
I know.
I know. Getting your dogs calmed down or excited, listening to music from space, all this good stuff. All of this.
Are we just going to blast past
You're
the black hole
welcome.
part? I'm not allowed to.
Yes, we are.
I'm not allowed to go into the black hole. Okay.
No, you're not.
Okay, just checking.
But I love how inventive someone can be with music, how they can make music out of sounds that we've literally never heard before. They're not using, earthly instruments. They're using things that are out in space. So I just think that's really,
So is it just
really
a tone,
cool.
when they do data sonification, then is it just a tone, like whatever that frequency is? Is it like a MIDI recorder, just it's a tone?
Exactly. They take the tones, and they create, they use software to create tracks and just kind of mix the different tones together to create music. So I'm going to check out, I haven't listened to any of it yet, but I'm going to check that out because it sounds pretty cool.
I like it.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Well, cool. All right. Well, there's no segue because my quirky fact has nothing to do with my what's going on in the world.
Now, be careful.
However,
I just want to say, be careful, because Carrie Ward is listening, and she has given us some healthy texts. Healthy meaning they are most supportive and they are voluminous in that she has confirmed, much as Sarah has, about the shoddy recording or reporting.
Well, I'll have to say, because of my love for the topic matter, this is probably my best, my most thoroughly researched quirky fact that I have ever done to date on the Mo and Katy show.
Challenge accepted. Let's go.
All right. Do you want to guess what the subject matter might be?
Music?
It's something you know I love. No, not music.
Chocolate?
What's other stuff that I love? No.
Music, chocolate, dogs?
No, yours was on dog.
I have no... coffee?
No, not coffee.
Holy hell, I don't know.
What? It's about the Muppets.
God. Okay.
Is that an eye roll?
Yes, it was.
All right. This is cool, though. This is really cool. So, you're not quite the Muppet enthusiast that I am.
No one is quite the Muppet enthusiast that you are. Jim Henson wasn't quite the Muppet enthusiast that you are.
God rest his soul. Most Muppets are left-handed. That's the quirky fact. Now, do you know why most Muppets are left-handed?
Because the puppeteer is right-handed.
Exactly. So the puppeteer tends to be right-handed, tends to work the mouth with their right hand, and then they have
the stick.
They have just rods. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they have a rod for the left hand. And you'll notice most Muppets like that have the rod hand. So like Grover, for example, is a rod-handed Muppet. Grover, for example, is a rod-handed Muppet. So is Kermit. So their hand doesn't move. It's just on at the end of a stick, basically. So because their right hand is moving the mouth, they tend to do things with their left hand. Now, there are some Muppets that are two-handed Muppets, like Ernie. You'll notice Ernie actually has hands and fingers that he uses. When that's the case, they need another puppeteer to be the right hand for that. Like,
is that where the phrase right-hand man came from?
Ernie. No, but I think it's applicable in this case.
But the Swedish Chef was actually Jim Henson's two hands, right? Left and right?
I think it may have been, actually. He did the voice for it, but I think it was. But yeah, the Swedish Chef works too much in too much detail to not have both. But even like Big Bird, even Carol Spinney, who recently passed away as Big Bird, like had his arm up in the air as Big Bird's mouth, and then was primarily left-handed. So if you happen to catch any, like, clips of a Muppet doing anything, they're primarily doing it with their left hand.
Now, do you think that applies in England? I don't know if the TVs
on the other side of the road, or
well, because the TV might be inverted. I don't know. I'm just asking.
That's true.
So, but here's a question for you. I would think most puppeteers are creative people, right? They're the creative minds.
Yes.
So most creative people are actually left-handed because they're
right-brained. That is a characteristic. Yeah.
So you're saying, are you saying that most Muppet puppeteers or Muppeteers are of the right-handed, therefore left-brained? As opposed to being left-handed, right-brained, which if they were left-handed, that means the Muppet would be right-handed. And I don't know what the status of, like, what would be the breakdown of actual left-handed Muppeteers, because those are the creatives.
See, you're trying to poke holes in my thorough research.
I'm just trying to prove that you do shoddy reporting. I would like to know the percentage of ambidextrous puppets. And given ambidexterity, I would like to know whether the Muppeteer chooses then to use the mouth with the right hand. So if you had an ambidextrous puppeteer, do they also
Which
default?
is a good quartet name, by the way.
Ambidextrous puppeteer?
Yes.
Okay. If so, actually, here's what I want to know. I want to know if somebody's ambidextrous out there, our listeners. If you are ambidextrous, do you still favor one hand or the other? In which case, it doesn't make you ambidextrous, unless ambidexterity refers to your ability to do things with both hands equally well. So what I'd like to know is, I would like to know who is ambidextrous, and if you are ambidextrous, this next question is, do you favor one hand or the other? And then the next question is, how many Muppeteers were ambidextrous, and how many Muppeteers were actually right-handed, therefore that the puppet, or left-handed, so therefore the puppet was left-handed, right-handed.
So I'm wondering how many of our listeners just fast-forwarded through that last part.
I think most people like me fast-forward right through the quirky fact. So here comes the chapter marker for Weird Holiday.
All right, I'm going to need some love for the quirky fact, but it's funny that you mentioned England, because just another fun fact about the Muppets. The entire Muppet Show that was on network television in the way early 80s was actually all shot in Great Britain.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's possible that we saw the flipped
right-hand thing.
So it's possible that the puppets are right-handed in England, and here.
Okay.
She is done with me right now. I can see it in your face.
It was confirmed, though, that Jim Henson was right-handed and Kermit is left-handed. That's all I have.
I'm just giving you crap.
I know you are. All right, Moe, tell us what today is.
Today is Fluffernutter Day.
Ah, that's awesome.
So I didn't know this. Marshmallows actually date back to the Roman Empire, but then the marshmallow and then marshmallow cream and fluff. There's a bad joke in there. Marshmallow, cream, and fluff were used as homeopathic remedies in the 1800s.
Really?
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about marshmallow fluff, which was actually first whipped by Archibald Query in Massachusetts in 1917. Do you know what you know what it's made out of? The marshmallow fluff?
Sugar. Just sugar, right?
Yeah, corn syrup, sugar syrup, vanilla flavor, and egg whites. It's a
Oh, that's the egg whites. Give it the fluffy part.
Yeah,
okay,
so that makes sense. It's a well-beaten mixture of it. So he actually made batches of it, and then he sold it door to door. And then during World War I, they had sugar shortages, and then there was rationing, and that just kind of brought everything to a kind of a halt. But this is interesting. They actually made a proposal to make the Fluffernutter sandwich the official state sandwich of Massachusetts. So the legislation was introduced, but it's been stalled for nearly a decade. But there is a fluff.
Well, that's
there is a fluff festival that just happened last in September, and it celebrates all things fluff. So happy National Fluffernutter Day. So
I love you'd say like, hey, what did your great grandfather do for a living? Oh, he was a door-to-door fluffer salesman.
I don't think they said he was a door-to-door fluffer, because that is most certainly not the same.
Well, you know what I think would go really well with a Fluffernutter sandwich would be a good hot mug of Moe and Katy Show blend. Don't you think that would go well with a Fluffernutter sandwich?
I do. You know what else would go well with a Fluffernutter sandwich and a good cup of steaming Moe and Katy Show blend?
What?
The ability to call someone by their right name. Now,
Yes.
before we introduce this next segment, I have to say one thing. My dad always said, there's one thing a man or a woman truly owns, and that is their name. He said, because of that, don't ever misspell it and don't ever mispronounce it. And so I have to give an apology to Vera Crouse, because during our entire interview, I kept calling her Vera, and it drives me nuts. To much of the point, I'm going to go over and edit it and go, hey, welcome to the show, Vera. You know. So this is carte blanche. If I ever mispronounce someone's name, please just someone put your hand on my arm and just say, Mo, you idiot, it's Vera, or it's Katy, or Katy.
Well, Vera is a very wonderful soul. She is incredibly positive and just full of all kinds of light and wonderfulness. So I'm sure all is forgiven, Moe. But I do appreciate the blanket statement. But we really enjoyed our time with Vera, and we know you're going to enjoy hearing all the wonderful things that she has to say. So we give you the Mo and Katy Show Blend featuring Vera Crouse. Okay, we want to find out more about how gratitude, humor, and positivity resonate with other, regular people, maybe more normal than we are.
Well, but we couldn't find any normal people, so we want to welcome, I mean that in the best possible way, Vera Crouse, Zumba instructor, transformation coach, middle school chorus director.
Wow.
Are you still teaching Bach to Rock?
Not anymore. I had to put one of the plates down.
All right.
Okay, yes.
Former Bach to Rock teacher.
Yes.
Quartet mate, you still in Revel, our competition?
Yes.
Yes.
And the director of the Greater Richmond Chorus. So because you have nothing going on, you have the fine
Sweet Adeline. That's right.
No, we want to welcome you.
Yes. So Vera, did Mo miss anything in her brief intro? Is there anything else you would like the listeners to know about you?
I think she pretty much captured it all. I'm super excited to be here representing all of those different groups, and you guys are always so positive, and it's great to be with some more positive people.
Yay. Absolutely. We affectionately call it the tribe of weirdos.
Yes.
So if that offends you, then Katie's the one who came up with that. If it doesn't offend you, it was all my idea.
Is there like a running for office kind of thing that happens with this tribe of weirdos?
Well, we do have to say Vera Crouse is probably the unofficial president of the tribe of weirdos. Right? You got to give Sarah some credit.
We've got some pretty obnoxious hazing type rituals. Obviously, if you've seen Pitch Perfect, you know how it goes.
We're working on the handshake. So
I'm ready.
Let you know.
Ooh, I'm ready.
If you had to use only 3 words to describe yourself, what would those 3 words be? So, like, how do you see yourself in 3 words?
Okay.
I feel like we're doing Mad Libs.
Oh, yeah.
3 words to describe myself. I would say daring.
Nice. I like the look on her face when she said daring. She's like, daring?
I dare you to doubt me.
Compassionate.
Love that.
And silly.
That's a great combo.
Silly. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to diagram that.
What did I say? That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's right.
Daring, compassionate, and silly.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
It's a good quartet name.
I wrote it down.
Just saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Daring, Compassionate, and Silly. Okay, well,
DCS.
I just want you to know how I see you. So when some people call it stalking, I call it research.
Okay.
But just from looking at your different pages and how you present yourself, and again, having been to a class with you, I see a lifelong learner who is restless in a good way, spiritual, and uplifting. I just want you to know that
you got snaps for that motion.
I know. Well, it's because I got it right. You know what I mean? So,
Okay, well, I see a fellow musician, which we love, who is unapologetic, inspiring, and adventurous.
I'm gonna get like weepy over here, friends. Like, wow.
Well, now might be a good time to take a commercial break from Kleenex, our sponsor. Sorry, we don't have the budget for Kleenex. Use your sleeve. Okay.
That's right. Okay. So, Vera, from your experience, how do you see gratitude, humor, and positivity, all three of those things working together in your life?
Okay, gratitude, positivity,
humor, and positivity.
Humor. I think it's, I think humor and gratitude go hand in hand. And I think gratitude is a practice. So we did some core values work with Jan Carley from Lionsgate Chorus. She came to our chorus and worked through some stuff. And one of the things that she said that I remember that has stuck with me, that has brought a lot more humor to my life, is that when I'm feeling frustrated or don't understand something, to check my verbiage and say something along the lines of, "Isn't that fascinating?" And so I, teaching middle school, directing a chorus, I have all kinds of opportunities to turn that phrase from like into "Isn't that fascinating?" And I always chuckle. There's no way I can't. If I say it, and especially if I say it out loud, oh, it's great. And if people know that that's a thing for me and they hear me say that, oh, that's even better.
Wait, is that the Southern equivalent of "bless your heart"? Like,
Pretty much.
you thought you could drive all the way with your parking brake on?
Oh,
Isn't that fascinating?
Isn't that fascinating?
Okay, so aside from that phrase and kind of taking that moment to be present and check yourself, what would you say is the best single piece of practical, actionable advice that you can offer in regards to gratitude, humor, and positivity?
Okay, so I want to quote a book, if that's okay. I've gotten way into Brene Brown.
Yes.
And so I was rereading some sections this morning, and it happened to be on joy. And so it says, "Joy is what happens to us when we allow ourselves to recognize how good things really are."
That's so good.
And so I think, those things kind of all go together, realizing that there's so much to be grateful for, trying to find the humor in these situations that feel frustrating, and focusing on those moments from day to day, make it, a little bit more palpable when we, experience those valleys.
Wow. That is really amazing.
I feel like I don't have deep enough thoughts in my life.
This interview segment is proven to be one that makes Mo examine her life a little
bit
more.
I will tell you, my roommate, Rosie, is very good at letting me pontificate out loud.
That's awesome.
Love that. Shout out to Rosie.
Little pit mix, and the older she gets, the more affirmative with
Yeah.
She is the
nods,
smartest dog ever.
I love Rosie.
I do too. I'm a big fan of Rosie. That's amazing.
That's
good. Awesome. And Mo, you and I have talked about that in our lives a little bit, looking for, and I always like to call them those perfect moments. Like you're, sitting with a friend having a cup of coffee and talking about, things going on in your life, or laughing about something together, like those little perfect moments. Being outside and observing nature, like just all these little things in our lives that if we're not careful, we'll miss them. And so I love that, and that's how we can find joy and mix the gratitude, humor, and positivity together.
Absolutely.
So that's fantastic. I love that. So we have two more questions for you, Vera, and these are very important. Where can people find out more about you and connect with you? So are you, you're on some social media things? Is there anything?
You're trending on MySpace,
yes,
by the way.
Well, she's probably not old enough to know
my
MySpace.
top 8.
She does know MySpace.
Got to get up there with
MySpace.
Tom.
Had a top.
It's been a minute, but I was there. Oy.
She was there.
What, I don't even.
I had
top
one.
8 friends. You pick your top 8 friends and put them in
Remember
a grid.
that?
It was a thing. Yeah, and it could cause fights if. Anyway.
Oh, it got intense. Especially if you didn't talk about it. That was the thing. Don't talk about it.
How can
like
we
Fight
follow
Club.
your positivity? How can we keep up with what your chorus is doing, what your quartet is doing? What are some ways that we can
How do we get in your Zumba
further
class?
stalk you?
So all of those groups are on Facebook. I'm actually in the process of coming up with a website that I'll certainly be sharing on
Awesome.
Facebook, just to kind of put all those different factors together and give it like one little, place to find it all. I do have a Zumba page for my Zumba classes. Greater Richmond Chorus and Revel both have a Facebook page as well as my personal Facebook page. Feel free to message or send me an email that's connected through there.
Awesome.
And that'd be great.
And we'll, with your permission, whatever you feel comfortable, we can share that in our show notes as well, so people can connect with you.
Yeah, because y'all need more Vera. I'm telling you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I guarantee you have an insufficient amount of Vera in your life right now.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's called a Vera deficiency.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Oh, I
proven.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
okay,
like that.
so are you done with your question?
I'm done with my.
Okay.
Are you feel like you're question shaming me? But whatever. Okay, go ahead.
I am. So the most important question we have, and we want you to share with us your best dad joke. And okay, so I'm talking. I need some eye rolling. I need it to be groan worthy. So what we want is your best worst joke.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is my best joke of the worst jokes. So I have a lovely email that comes on a regular basis with some funnies from a friend, and so this is the one that gave me a little chortle. All right. I do have to read it though because I'm not perfect at it, but my delivery is spot on. An elderly man was having problems and went to see a specialist. And the doctor fitted him with some hearing aids that brought his hearing back to full strength. After a few weeks, the man came back to make sure the new equipment was working properly, which it was. The hearing specialist said, "It all seems perfect. Your family should be delighted that you can hear everything now." The man says, "Oh no, I haven't told any of them. I just sit quietly, listening carefully. I've changed my will 4 times.
I love it.
Nice. That delivery was spot on.
That was good.
Really
that was good.
To tell
She
him.
got in character. Yeah, she had to play the role of the doctor.
I know.
And
I should have brought out my reading glasses.
Yeah. We want costumes next time you tell us a joke.
Yeah.
Please.
I knew I forgot something.
Hashtag opportunity missed. But that's good. Awesome. Well, Vera, thank you so much for joining us and reminding us of the roles that gratitude, humor, and positivity all together play in our lives.
And we'll do our typical sign-off. We always remind our listeners to be grateful, keep laughing, and stay positive.
And join us as we say goodbye. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye!
Bye.
The Mo and Katy Show has been recorded in front of a live canine audience.
Our theme song is It Is Fun by HookSounds.com.
The Mo and Katy Show is produced by Mo and Katy.
Our sound engineer is Mo and Katy.
Our producer is Mo and Katy.
Hair, makeup, lighting, and catering by, you guessed it, Mo and Katy.
For comments, suggestions, and smart remarks, visit the Mo and Katy Show Facebook page or email us at moandkatyshow@gmail.com.